Well, we pick back up with Paul Amadeus Denock and,
Paul McCartney.
and Andreas Northam's body a few months into his trip to the future. He has just returned home from a trip to the famous northern supercity of Norfolk. He returns feeling a sense of knowledge and the overwhelming nature of the supercity. The hustle and bustle of millions of people living out their lives, he learned much from many, and few learned much from him.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Did you write that?
I did.
I like it. That was good. That was very good. Nice job.
Appreciate it. The super city of Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Like I said, I couldn't talk about it all, but this was a major trip. This super city was a collection of small cities, and it's a lot. There's a lot there, a lot to unpack. But basically, there's a lot of cool shit there in their super cities. There's a lot of stuff I didn't talk about in either of these.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, I'm going to tell you about the stuff I didn't talk about. How about climate control? You get air-conditioned cities. That'd be dope. They have it.
Nope.
You got the flying cars.
Nah.
They're called Linsons. Those are cool.
Oh, Lindsay's.
Nope. I didn't talk about it as much as I wanted to, but they have made contact with extraterrestrials.
No.
And they're not afraid of them. Apparently, they've actually come to aid Earth. Oh, fuck it, I'll talk about it right now. They've come to aid humanity in our darkest and worst of times.
It was the darkest
to make sure we didn't
times, it was
destroy
the worst of
ourselves.
times.
So,
well,
apparently they're there to help us. But
well, some are. I mean, the cool thing is we're already on that journey right now.
Yeah, we're on a journey to Mars. Speaking of Mars, that was another thing I didn't talk about. They colonized Mars.
Yeah, well,
cool shit.
It was
Cool
by
shit all around.
an ancient guy called Mr. Elon Musk, I think.
To say Mr. Potato Head.
Yes, Mr. Potato Head. He was just a large head.
Shaped like a potato.
And people said he talked, but in reality, it was just a potato.
It was, too. They kept having to prop him up. It kept falling over.
Yeah, he's a lopsided potato.
Oh.
And then about 3 days into it, he started to get into a smelly, smushy potato.
Smushy potato. You get a little spud going.
Yeah, a little spud.
And
that's how we came.
Spudded up.
Spud, Fud, and Judd. Boom. It all came together.
Full circle.
Full circle. Now we're with aliens.
Yep. Well,
from a potato.
From a small spud. Anyway.
That was a journey.
It was.
And a ride.
Well, returning from Norfolk, some of the select few who knew of his situation spent hours and hours with him having conversations, but to him he said it felt more like an interrogation. They sought out insight on the past through him just as he had the future from them. The modern man, the troned as they were called, to him had such a childlike purity of heart and innocence. Now, let me get another excerpt opened up. Here we
go.
He says, their intellectual and moral purity and clarity has such a power to relax and alleviate me that there are times when I feel love for the whole world. They don't suspect anything bad about you. And you, in turn, feel the need to get rid of even the slightest ugliness inside of you. In their eyes, you look so much better than you really are, and that urges you to actually become better. They see so much sincerity, love, and selflessness in you, and something inside of you makes you want to justify this idea they have for you as much as possible. That's how it is. The current troned, again, the current man, the man of the new era, is a social and psychological type of human. Successor to the human robot, the practical man who wore the blinders of his daily struggle for survival, who was always on the verge of anxiety, deprived of any inner life and free time to look after himself or nature. The man product of the soulless techno-culture, the materialistic man of the era of the mechanistic philosophy that was completely out of touch with any spiritual foundation.
No, very true.
Sounds a little similar, huh? We're gonna start talking about this techno culture, and we're gonna start talking about how they got to be this modern throne in this modern society, with their new enlightened state of being and their rules of society, which make it all function in a balanced manner. Their outlook on sex has changed to not be an
Uh-oh.
animalistic nature, but more so a way to express their love to each other in a physical and spiritual way.
God, I
Now,
need some of this.
I'm going to talk about spiritual way quite a
Sound
bit
weird.
in their spiritually in their society. Spiritually is not just a God thing.
Mhm.
They didn't. There was sections on it where they talk about what spiritually means to them, but basically it's more so their inner peace with themselves, and
Okay.
it's kind of that they're the place in the universe type deal.
Right.
Know.
Right.
Now, to some people, it is a God. To other people, it is just the harmonious balance inside yourself that you're like, this is.
That's the same as now. Then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some
But
people
they
believe
have
in
a
God,
deeper
some people
understanding.
don't.
That's what
Yeah.
the Nibelverch it was. Is once they came through that, then they were fully enlightened and able to have this enlightenment of spiritual peace, so to speak.
Gotcha.
So that's the whole importance of that.
Gotcha.
Um,
Oh, I like this Nibelverse.
Stefan explains that that it is common that some people only experience true love, not just in the physical sense, usually not more than once in their lifetime.
I believe it.
Back in the day, sex and love was started between two people solely on the basis of attraction to the other, while in the future, they use time to grow their relationship and develop before introducing sex into it after some time. Now, they want to develop the spiritual relationship between themselves before they make it physical. They took the animalistic side out of it, but also, as we'll come to find out soon, sex was also starting to become a little bit regulated.
Oh.
It's not so much sex being regulated, but the product of it.
Oh, okay.
People.
That's fine.
People. During the relationship, each partner is with the other on the accepted moral grounds of their values. They won't cheat or be unhappy because it's not like anyone in their time to be dishonest with another, for both are in the relationship for the same reason. If they fall out of love or become unhappy, they will communicate about it and have full honesty, which does not breed anger or hatred or any hard feelings. They're in this relationship to make each other happy, and they feel happy being with each other. You get that sense of completeness. And if someone does not feel that anymore, they're mature and evolved enough to have that conversation, and you're not fulfilling making me happy. And then that person will say, I'm not making you happy, and I'm failing, and I agree that you should be happy, so we're done. It's amicable. There's no reason to go cheat because you just have that conversation. And they're
mature adults with low emotions.
They don't have low emotions. They have emotions that are expressive enough where they can express them.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because somebody may cheat because they're afraid of expressing their emotion. You know what I mean? And leaving the other one.
It's not even that, though.
Or if they're in an unhappy relationship, they're...
That's what I'm saying right there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm unhappy, but usually the other person, if they're happy, isn't just going to be like, well, all right, I guess you should leave then.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's not so much like a spite thing. Well, like, fine, you're not happy, get the fuck out of here. It's like, no, I want you to be happy. And if you need to find that elsewhere...
More emotional...
I'm failing you.
Emotional maturity.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. I wasn't. Oh, okay. I was about to say I wasn't there on you. Sorry.
It doesn't breed this way of communicating doesn't breed anger or hatred or any hard feelings. It is said, never would a woman be with a man or vice versa out of self-interest, just to benefit from them later, and not out of love or strong physical attraction, Stefan said. Dishonesty is inexcusable and unforgivable. What we want most is to have a calm heart and a calm mind, far from moral uncertainties like jealousy, suspicion, or fear. And all of this is achieved in the ideal true love relationship that they have, which again they only experience like once in their lifetime. Yeah. And if they had it and then it's gone, they don't really move on.